Hi everyone and welcome to Essay Advice. Today we're going to be having a look at quote integration in essays. Essentially, this guide is going to have a look at how to use quotations in an effective way within your body paragraphs. So when we're looking at using quotations in essays, remember that less is more. It is an absolute myth that long quotations, sentences long, are what we want in text response essays. In actual fact, a few words, a quote of 2 to 3 words is ideal instead, and we'll have a look at how to use that in a second. Always explain the quotation's significance. Never just put a quote in for the sake of putting it in. It needs to add value to your argument. And the last tip is to avoid retelling the plot before and after the quotation. Good essays don't retell or summarize what's happened in a novel. You can assume when you're writing a text response essay that the reader knows the book or the film and they know it really well. So avoid retelling as much as possible. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to integrate a quotation into a sentence. So this means that we're not actually going to be putting in full sentences or multiple sentences of quotations because, as we said earlier, less is actually more in a quotation. So to start with, choose a quotation which helps to prove your argument. Don't use a quotation if it doesn't add more value to your argument. Decide on the important part of the quotation and then put the quote into your sentence. So, for example, let's have a look at this quotation from Of Mice and Men. He was so scared he couldn't let go of that dress. And he's so goddamn strong, you know. That's the original quotation that I'm going to be working with. And what I've had a look at is the segments of the quotes I would like to use. From that, what I really want to display is that Lenny's disposition and his character is fatally flawed because he's simultaneously not very intelligent, he freaks out when he's really, really scared, and he's extremely strong. And the combination of these three things make him fatally flawed. So the segments I'm probably going to use are so scared or Lenny's so goddamn strong. Now have a look at how I use the square brackets there. Notice that in the original quotation, it said he's so goddamn strong. And I used the square brackets because I changed the quotation. So if you've ever found a quotation you want to change it slightly, square brackets are your best friend. Now let's have a look at how I embed that into a sentence and how I then explain the quotation afterwards. In Weed, Lenny was so scared of causing strife that he couldn't let go of a young lady's dress. This is one of many occasions where we discover Lenny's flawed character traits. He literally could not control his behaviour and actions. So what we can see there, that I didn't really retell plot. From that section, you can't really tell too much about what the plot is, but you can gain a good understanding of who Lenny is as a person. That's actually what's adding value to my essay and my body paragraph. Final advice for using quotations in your body paragraphs. First of all, keep the quotations short and sharp. Around 2 to 4 words per quotation is all that you need. Use square brackets when you're editing or altering a quotation, remembering that you can't actually change the original meaning. You can only really change it to add more fluency to the sentence. Don't forget to explain the significance of the quotation and choose the quotations carefully. They need to add value to your arguments, not just be quotations that are in an essay for the sake of it. All the best of luck.